Welcome to another episode of ArtCo Drone Solutions. We've got a great show today. All kinds of stuff, drone stuff. Uh, got some big announcements. Going to talk about my new camera that I talked a little bit about last week and some more killer stuff. So, hey, we'll get the party started in about 5 minutes. I will just keep on talking. People will come in, and hopefully, people will take up my invitation that I put out there to join the panel and become part of this great show. And also, I got some other good stuff. Uh, I just got my Tello drone that I won last week or a couple weeks ago. And hey, Mitch is here. Jay, Santiago, Ray Kelly, great. Thanks for coming in. Mitch, I hope you checked your email. I sent you a link if you want to come on. Uh, yeah, I'll have another giveaway down the road. What I'll do is I'll make a video and we'll talk about that. Also, hey, some great news. I'm going to be going back to the comedy stage uh, April 18th. I am going to be in a comedy competition. Yesterday, I got uh, a message and from this guy Ted Newton, who I've known for quite a while. And he said, "Hey, give me a call." So I called him up, and he's having a comedy competition, and invited me to come on down. And it's got a nice prize. I think he said it was like $400 for grand prize. I'm like, cool. I'll do it. So I've got about a month or a couple months to kind of get things together, get my material uh, together. I already have kind of an idea of what material I'm going to be doing, and I will definitely uh, get video of it. I might use this camera. I might use my GoPro. Uh, Vidar, welcome to the show all the way from Scandinavia. So, welcome, or the Dutch, Europe. Let's just call it Europe to really kind of narrow it down. So, that's what's going on. So, I've got some exciting news about that. That'll be a lot of fun. And my friend Patrick Bunn, he won it last year, and he's headlining the show this year, which is cool. So, hey, I thought I'd give it a whirl, have some fun, and get some video to put it on this channel and some of my other channels. Bob Casey, welcome. Jody from Drone Shots, welcome to the show. Great, great. So I put the link out there. Hopefully, Steve Carpenter will hop on here, and maybe Mitch will be on here after he finishes cigar. Give him about 10 or 15 minutes, and he'll be here. So I got that, and also I wanted to show off. I've got another hobby. It's rock tumbling, and a friend of mine from Michigan, a high school classmate, sent me some rocks to polish. And what she sent me are these. This is called a pudding stone. And what it is, and hopefully I can get it into focus. There you go. It's a conglomeration of jasper and other minerals jasper is red, and then there's some other greenish material. Hopefully I get that in focus. Yeah, there we go. Other material, quartz, and this is caused by the glaciers. And there were stones that got picked up by the glaciers and have been compacted into a conglomeration. And oh, here's one of my favorites here. This one's got a big chunk of and hopefully I get to focus. 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 Come on, guys. And sometimes it works. And anyway, there you go. Look at that big chunk of jasper right there. And isn't that a cool piece of rock? And she also sent me some Petoskey stones. And if you don't know what a Petoskey stone is, I have some examples right here. Uh, uh, this is sort of one of them. What Petoskey stones are fossilized coral shells, and some of the really good ones have. If I could find one here, I probably have moved them over. Anyway, they have hexagonal patterns together, the honeycomb patterns that look really bench grind. Well, if I had enough room in this apartment, I'd do that. But that, it kind of looks like chocolate chip cookies. And here's another piece. Yeah, look at that. And also, what I wanted to show you was some Brazilian agates that I got. Look at how those polished up nicely like glass. Those, they look awesome. I don't know how good that'll show up, but oh, there it is. Look how shiny that is. Now that's got a little bit of banding in it, and AZ drone dude, down there in Arizona, you have what's called fire agate down there, and some other really pretty stones. If you could ship them to me here. What I'll do is I'll get that address up, and what it is. My address is 5557 West 79th Avenue, apartment 3, Arvada, Colorado. And that's Art Carlson. You could send it here. Yeah, those are just some of my hobbies. Let's see what else. Yeah, so like fire agates would look really cool. But what I really like is I have some friends in Minnesota and Wisconsin. I would like to get uh, Lake Superior or Lake Michigan agates that are found on the beach around the Great Lakes. And those are really pretty stones. So uh, that's what I'd like to do is get some more stones to put in the rock tumbler. I've got 3 rock tumblers. Now I'm down to my I've got one that does 2 barrels at the same time. And these are barrels that will hold up to 3 pounds of material. Hey, Steve Mack, welcome to the show. So, yeah, I'm looking for anything that looks pretty that I could polish up, that I could tumble and make some really interesting uh, uh, pieces of work. So, hey, don't worry about that, Steve Mack. Uh, we're all late sometimes, but thanks for being here. So I'm really excited about doing the comedy, and hopefully I still have that timing going, or you know, and the memory of all the jokes. I'll have to start writing down all the bits that I'm going to use, and maybe write some new bits that are current for today. Maybe do some drone jokes, stuff like that. So here's the thing. I got this in the mail, and what I'm going to do is, oh, so it's pouring rain in North Palm Beach. Wow. So I guess Mitch is probably not outside smoking then if it's raining there in Melbourne. So what I'm going to do is I've got some video that I want to share that I took from my ice fishing trip. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Share this, share screen. All right. Anyway, if you guys could see that. Oh yeah, cool, 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 cool. And I will play it. Now you can't hear anything. Uh, Here I am. And look at the quality of that video. That video looks really good. I hope you guys can hear what I'm saying. And that's my friend Rick Enstrom. That's the Candy Man. He's the guy responsible for the toffee that I gave away last week. But look at how the colors are vibrant, and that's inside a tent on the ice. We have three holes there. There's one right in front of me, and then there's one to my right in the other corner that you can see there, and then there's one there by the entrance. Uh, it was nice and warm inside there. So uh, yeah, we got the propane heater going, and it was nice and toast. The only part that was cold were my feet. And there's Mrs. Enstrom right there outside the door. That's Linda. So I'm getting out my jigs to get ready to do some fishing. So hey, this camera does a really nice job. Now the date on that is not accurate. That is uh, so. Let's take that back out, and yeah. So Mel from over at 400 AGL did a video on live streaming using an action camera. And so I tried that yesterday and today and haven't had any success. I don't know. Maybe my sequence I'm doing is wrong because uh, I've got the app on my phone that will. You're right, Steve. I did have something. They got me something to put under my feet, and that really helped out. And a few hours later, my feet weren't cold at all. They were cool, but they weren't freezing like they were that day or earlier that day. But it worked out great. So I got the app for the camera, and I got it to find it. I could record with it. I could take photographs with. The thing is, and I use two different streaming apps. I use MobiZen, and that's what I used on my Mavic Air, and I got pretty good results using that. And I tried to use that with this camera, but the thing is, if I'm using Wi Fi with the phone, I can't use the Wi Fi for the camera if I'm live streaming. And that's where the problem is. And I'm hoping to get Mel to come on the show tonight and maybe, I mean, I watched this video again and I'm like going, okay, so I did that and I did that. But there's this conflict with the Wi Fi because I couldn't connect to the internet if I'm streaming with. I don't know because I'm picking up the Wi-Fi signal from the camera because I have to go into settings to say, okay, this is the signal I want, and then I'm able to view the image from the camera using the app. But if I want to live stream, then I have to use streaming or Wi-Fi to get to my modem to get online. Timeless Truth, welcome to the show. Thank you. Bob Casey says he's never been ice fishing, but love to give it. Yeah, I mean, if you get up north, you know, about Denver and further up, you'll be able to do some ice fishing. Uh, if you're inside a tent or a shanty, uh, that'll keep the wind off of you, and you can have a nice propane heater, and that'll keep you nice and warm. Uh, it was in the it was in the 70s inside that tent when we had the heater going. So back to the camp. So and I got thinking about my when I did the live streaming from my Mavic Air, and I go, wait a minute, I would because that I think is Wi-Fi. Oh, okay, 5 degrees. Oh, cool. Good to hear. Kelly says, "Love." Oh, how about I do it this Facebook Live? Eh, yeah, that one's pretty good. Hey, Sean Geetsvana, welcome to the show. Mike B, aka the Drone Ranger. Ed, love my drones. Welcome to the show. So I'm like, I'm thinking, well, I was able to do it with the Mavic Air. Why can't I get it to work with the camera? So uh, what I did is I got the the camera working, and I got, the video feed, and then I turned on MobiZen, but it would say can't connect to the internet, and I'm like, what's going on there? Maybe Geek Svana might. Sean, you might know something about that, how to do that. So, or maybe I need to turn on the live streaming and then get the camera going. I think that's what I did with the Mavic Air. Brandon Ryan, I hope I said your name right this time. Ryan instead of Rain. So that's what I've been trying to do, because I would love it if I'm out fishing, that I could do a live stream fishing. Yeah, do that, Sean. He's never streamed from a drone. Yeah, I've done that a few times with the Mavic Air. Yeah, fish streaming would be cool. Then I could be ahead of, well, one of the channels that I follow is Extreme Philly Fishing. And this guy is a real character. Hey, speaking of characters, let's get this guy on.
Speaking of characters.
Ron, welcome to the show.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Oh.
Kelly Shores is here in Colorado for the weekend. He's going up to skiing with Sean Oz this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So now it's starting to sound like we're moving the whole thing up to the mountains. Our meetup.
Oh, sounds good to me, buddy.
Yeah. I would do it if I could handle the altitude. I think summers is better for me. I don't know why. You would think colder air is denser and I would be able to breathe a little better, but for some reason I went ice fishing a couple years ago with my friend Rick, and I just kept falling asleep and I felt like crap, and he said, "Boy, you're not looking too good. You're looking kind of pale."
Really? Were you up at altitude, or?
Yeah, it's up around a little over 8,000 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
But well, that's because what happens is the body's defense mechanism. Your pulse oximetry, in other words, the oxygen system, carried throughout your bloodstream is dropped, and what happens is your body, as a defense mechanism, automatically starts to develop more hemoglobin in your blood. And everybody would think, more hemoglobin, well, more opportunity to carry, oxygenation.
Right.
It's untrue. What happens is there's so much hemoglobin that the blood's thickness becomes more thick, and it's actually spread slower throughout your body. So in turn, your organs that need the oxygen are not getting sufficient. In return, your pulse oximetry drops.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It happens with anybody with altitude, but some people don't handle it as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't want to do that, Art. I don't want to disclude you. I want you involved.
Well, I mean, we still got a long ways to go. Yeah. Maybe we could still work something out. Hey, we got Mia's Drone Adventure. Welcome to the show.
Okay.
Brent's Exploration, welcome to the show.
Yeah, I actually remember my first trip to Pikes Peak.
Oh boy, yeah.
Woo.
That's over 14,000 feet.
Yeah, it's like 14.5 something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember going up there and going, "Oh wow." Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's um well, yeah, you said we got some time. But one of the things I was actually discussing last night, Art, with somebody, one of the guys,
Right.
Paul Drone Bum, that we ought to try and start to get a um, a list together pretty soon.
Okay.
Hey, there's Mitch.
Hey, there's Mitch. Welcome, Mitch.
Hey guys, go ahead, Ron. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Art
Yeah,
pushed the button.
Um,
let's do that. Let's
that way there, and then I wanted to ask you about what you would recommend that's somewhat close to you and Sean maybe is a hotel, and then maybe we could reserve a block of rooms,
right,
where everybody wasn't scattered in several hotels, that we could
right.
actually have a. Um, so I'm wondering somehow. I do have some people on the list that said yes, I'm definitely coming.
Okay, great.
Um, um, but I'll do that. I'll start getting a list, and then if you can recommend a hotel.
Yes, I do have a group of hotels that are uh, just a couple miles to the west of me on I-70 in Kipling. There's a Super 8. I think there's a Holiday Inn Express, a
Okay.
Motel 6, and they're all within a few blocks from each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
As a matter of fact, Tim Herbert from he's oh god, I'm trying to think of what his channel is. He's from Kansas. He came out here last year, and we went up to Idaho Springs, and he
Mm-hmm.
stayed at the Super 8,
Okay.
which is right in that area, and yeah, so
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm thinking maybe by no later than June, I'd
yeah,
like to have a pretty solid list if we can.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, then that hotel, and then yeah, Sean, and then I heard Kelly might come too.
No, Ken
Oh,
Harris,
Ken. Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Hey, Chris Hope, welcome to the show. And Carlos, back from the sky, we got in the show. And before you hopped on, I was talking about the camera that I just got. And I just showed everybody a little clip of my ice fishing, my last ice fishing where I didn't catch anything. Rick Halford, welcome. And so I saw a video that Mel did about live streaming from a Wi-Fi camera, and he was using I think the Osmo Action,
Uh-huh.
and so I tried doing what he did, and I was not able to get the same results, and
Mm-hmm.
because he used Streamlabs, and I had Streamlabs on my phone as well. I have two different live streaming apps. I've got that and MobiZen Live, which I used on my Mavic Air a few months ago, and I had pretty good results. That I just could not figure out how to get everything working right.
Right.
Mhm.
Hey, Art, before I forget, and you know how we are in the drone community, and with all of us um, tied together and everything, and I don't believe I'm breaking any confidentiality because he is out with this. But does everybody know about Rodney Bell? Um,
No,
yes, he was admitted to the hospital last night.
Oh no!
no,
He
for
had
what?
chest pain,
Oh,
and I've been in contact with him today. He's
right.
doing okay. He's resting
Okay.
comfortably. They're going to keep him for the weekend. but it sounds like he's going to have a cardiac cath beginning of the week.
Wow.
So, but he's doing well, and but that's the reason he didn't have a morning stream this morning.
Oh,
And yes, everybody, if you could keep him in your thoughts. And,
right.
Yeah.
Has he had this any problems like this before, or is this something new?
I'm not really sure, Mitch. But yeah, he was telling a few of us. We were on with Matt North last night, and he chimed in and to let us know that he wouldn't be on this morning because I'm in the hospital and he had chest pain. So
Oh boy.
So he had a stress test today,
Right.
and yeah, he said they found something. So he's going to have a cardiac cath at the beginning of the week. So hey, Chris, how are you?
Hey, welcome, Chris.
Yeah.
What's up,
Oh,
guys?
hey,
Yeah.
Chris.
All
How
right.
you doing?
Well, I've been hitting the wrong link for the last 10 minutes, Art.
Oh, okay.
I finally figured it out.
Yeah. Chris, did you hear the latest? I was just updating these guys with Rodney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I talked to him in Messenger about 30 minutes ago, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
So
Yep.
So he's going to be in the hospital all weekend, I guess.
yeah, it sounds that way. Yeah. I think they're
It's not
keeping
as
them
far
more
as
for
it's-
observation.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you guys heard. My sister was in the hospital yesterday for
Oh.
hernia surgery.
Oh, is she do
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, she's doing fine.
Okay.
I believe she's home right now.
Oh, good. Okay.
Mhm.
Does she
Yeah.
live locally in the area with you?
Yeah, she just lives a few miles to the north, and we usually see each other about once a week when I bring my laundry over.
Oh, okay.
So I won't be able to do that for a while because she won't be able to lift heavy or do any lifting really for a while. So
Mm.
I'll be doing my laundry here, and then I'll text her, and I'll stop by and say hi to her. Today I just wanted to let her rest up, and maybe tomorrow I'll go over and maybe what I'll do is I'll make some goulash tomorrow.
Oh.
Bring some over for her.
What time is that? I love
Yeah, no
goulash.
doubt.
Yeah, let me check the planes out here on
I got the belly roll right now. I'm fixing to put something in my face.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the goulash. That's all. I remember my dad used to make that years ago. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, my mom made it, and well, when I got my own place here, let's see, I'm living by myself. I got cooking for myself, and I discovered, hey, I kind of like cooking. And the great thing about YouTube is you learn how to cook just about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned how to cook some Filipino food,
Oh,
which is really good.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Chris.
Yes, sir.
I am going over to the bosses tomorrow morning. You said if I can find more buffalo, you would.
Yeah, another one about that size you sent me the other day.
Okay. Is
I think
anything else? It's hard to tell what he gets over there. And again, I didn't know what interest you had or.
Oh, the buffalo hide, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife, she said, we'll make this little rug. We're fixing to redoing my grandmother's house, so when it's all said and done, we'll make a couple of them, put around the fireplace probably.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made a nice table doily out of that one elk. It was kind of neat. Yeah, it was kind of neat.
Well, it looks, on East Texas boy, we don't see very many buffalo, so the buffalo hide was unique.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
Well, you have elk down there in the mountains, though, don't you?
no, the elk
No,
here
they
are
got
about a
deer.
half.
Yeah.
Oh.
Art's
Okay.
got the elk.
Yeah.
Up here in Colorado, we got moose, we got elk, we got antelope, we've got couple different kinds of deer. We've got whitetail and mule deer,
Yeah,
and,
you have a lot of prairie dogs too, but you can
and a
shoot
lot
them.
of prairie dogs. Yeah.
22,
You'd like that,
250.
Chris. There you go.
No alligator though. You don't have any alligators.
That's true.
No. Well,
We got
only when some knucklehead lets one loose in the pond somewhere.
Has that happened before, though?
Yeah, several years ago. And then
Oh,
a few years ago, somebody decided to let some goldfish go in a pond up in Boulder, and all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of goldfish, and they were trying to figure out how to get rid of all the goldfish. But guess what? Nature took care of that.
Yeah, cold.
Pelicans came in and took care of the problem
Oh,
because they were so easy to see. The pelicans just had a field day at that time. Yep.
jeez. Mm.
Yeah, you wouldn't think Colorado gets pelicans here, but we do. We get
Really?
those white pelicans.
Yeah.
And sandhill cranes, they come through Colorado on their migration,
Oh.
and then we have
we got those things here. They're noisy. Oh God.
yeah.
They eat good.
And then we got Canadian geese. Oh boy, they're kind of a pain in the butt.
Mm.
They crap all over the place, and
Yeah, we got some elk down here in the southern part of the state. Well, we got one less. Our ambulance hit one here about a month ago.
oh, ouch.
Believe it or not, the ambulance did not sustain that much damage. We actually had one of those big crash bars on the front.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's good.
The elk, however, he didn't do so well.
Uh, yeah, back in 2013, I was going to a girlfriend's house down in Castle Rock, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in the early evening, and I was just about a mile away from her house. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a deer jumps out in front of me and clips the passenger side fender. And then he went over the rail down the ravine. I never saw where he went. When I went by there the next day, I didn't see any part of him down there. I don't know if he somehow managed to get off before dying somewhere, but it crumpled the fender and the hood, but the car was still drivable. It didn't damage the radiator or anything. Just it took out that corner and the right side rear view mirror. And but it cost me $800 to get that all fixed. I had a new front bumper, new hood, and had a new fender put on. And I had a white car at the time, so I had these new parts that are painted primer black, so it looked like a police car.
Oh man.
Yep.
Chris, do you have mule deer down in Texas at all, or is it all whitetail?
There's mule deer here, but it's further southwest Texas, probably,
Okay.
where the mountains start.
Right.
Down the Big Bend area, there's mule deer. Yeah, I have some antelope down there. Now all I got up here is pigs and whitetail.
I want to hunt pigs again, for sure.
Come down, oh man, come down to Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, you got them down there, Mitch?
Feral
they're-
hogs by the millions.
Really?
They're every it's there's no season at any time. It's open season on them all the time.
You know, Texas
They're
finally-
kind of scrawny. They're kind of scrawny though.
Right.
unless you got some hunting property where you put out some corn to fatten them up a little bit. But
Texas
Any
finally
time of
fixed
the
it
year.
where you don't have to have a license to shoot a hog now.
Oh,
Oh, do they in Texas? Well, those things are a menace down here. They can't get rid of them fast enough.
They
Wow.
are body shop's best friend.
Oh,
Oh,
God, are they
yeah.
nasty?
Yeah.
They are mean as hell. They scare me. I'll tell you. I went out once with my son, and I found myself up a tree half the time. I was, those things will do a number on you, especially the big
Oh, yeah.
ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with those big fangs of theirs.
Yeah, with oh yeah, God
yeah,
bless.
they'll tear you up.
We call them cutters, Art.
Cutters, okay.
Cutters. They'll take they some guys hunt them with dogs here just like they do in Florida, and they'll put a big old leather or Kevlar vest on them dogs because them hogs when they start chasing them in the woods they
Right.
will take and they'll cut them. Them old teeth are razor sharp. You get one's got 2, 3, 4 inches
Yeah.
on them. And them boys
Yeah,
lose some
Ray-
hogs. They lose some dogs to the hogs out there sometimes.
Oh really?
Oh, yeah, Ray said,
Same
yeah,
with
they
the
got
pythons. Yeah.
pythons.
In the
Yeah.
Everglades, yeah, that's a big problem, and they're even up here in Central Florida. Once a year, they have a black bear hunt because the black bears are getting out of control.
Oh boy.
You know,
Population's growing too much.
I was surprised, Mitch. There was a guy. He's down near the Everglades somewhere, and he has a YouTube page. It's called Trail Camera Pickup or something like that. But this guy sets all these trail cameras up in the Everglades, and oh my gosh, I can't believe turkey, bear, deer. I guess you'd call them cougars down there, where we call them mountain lions up here.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff in the Everglades. It's amazing. But I didn't realize you had pigs down there.
We got
Oh
a
man,
lot.
you go out where the pigs are, and you just see the trails going everywhere, every which way. You see the trails where they're back and forth.
You know, we got a lot of cougars at the 55 and up apartments.
The two-legged variety. Oh, Art. Always thinking, man. Always
He's a professional. What do you expect?
That's
He's a professional comedian. The rest of us are rank amateurs.
Throw out there.
I've never heard about 5 years. I didn't know what that was.
Oh boy.
One day I was at a wedding and the DJ talked to me and he was telling me about. He goes, "Yeah, that cougar out there in the black dress." I'm like, "A what?"
A what?
I'm like, what's a cougar?
I think a cougar is a little older than a MILF. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the pecking order there.
Yeah.
And then after the cougar, I think it becomes mature. I think that's the next, and then after mature, I think it becomes granny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gil.
hot granny.
Yeah, I think that's the way it works. I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Mhm.
So I've been told.
So how long?
And I have lived through every
You've had them all,
friggin'
ain't you, Mitch? You
range of them. Yeah.
Gambit on us all.
I thought you had that streaming channel again, Mitch. That's how you know all about that.
Not me. No.
That's funny. I get on these live streams, it always goes to this.
I know.
Doesn't it? Yeah, I know.
I ain't on one.
It's supposed to be a drone channel. We're supposed to be talking about drones.
Yeah, drones. Here we are. We're
Hogs,
talking about things.
Talking about hogs and cougars.
We're talking about hogs and cougars. Yeah.
The cougars. Yeah, how did we get there? So
I'll tell you how we got there. All right, you swung it. Oh, there you go, drone. Okay.
So
Okay.
of
I don't
drone,
even have a drone in
I-
reach
I-
here tonight.
I got this police auction website. I got for about $55.
Did you fly it yet?
And so I'm going to have another giveaway probably in a few months. And the goal is I need watch time.
You need what?
Watch time. I
Watch
need to
time.
build that up.
Watch
So
time. We're watching.
Once I get up over 4K of watch hours, I'll give that bad boy away.
How many have you gotten so far? How you doing?
I think I'm at 1.7, 1.5.
Well, you're getting there. You last time you were at like 1.1 or 1.2.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You have to
well,
have what 4,000 in your
4,012
calendar
months.
year,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 240,000 watch minutes.
Minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll never get that, but I sure enjoy putting up videos of flying some.
Well, without the live streams, Chris, you're just not. I mean, you got to get on. I
Yep.
got it. I got it. But man, I'm on there doing 6-hour live streams, building drones, and
I love y'all, but
Yeah.
I'll just stop
it,
in and visit every once in a while.
it got dark. It got dark where you are, Chris.
The
What happened?
sun has gone down.
It was nice blue sky there not too long ago.
I'm sitting here in front of our office. We got a drug testing business here in town, and I just stopped and fed our stray cats, and I'm fixing to go get me a bite to eat, and I wanted to stop in and say hello right quick.
Always good to see you. You know
Oh
that.
yeah, thank you, Art, for the invite.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. It's starting to get dark here, and it looks like it's a little cloudy. We're expecting snow tonight.
Wow.
Oh,
And
really?
they're expecting a buttload of snow up in the mountains. So Kelly Shores is in Colorado this weekend. So he's visiting Sean Oz and to do some uh, skiing and snowboarding up there near Dillon. And
Oh,
so they're gonna get a lot of snow, which is great for fishing because we'll have a really good runoff this spring. And
Yeah.
for those of you who don't know, Colorado is the headwaters to 5 major river drainage.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that
yeah.
a while
Yeah.
back somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and you named them. And you named them off.
Yep. Yeah.
Chris,
Seafood Park.
Chris, did you know the Rio Grande is from Colorado?
Thank you.
Yep.
Can you get the
Chris-
fence built?
Man, we
The
had a
Rio Grande
gorgeous
is a
day
beautiful
here.
river.
We had a
Beautiful.
gorgeous. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris. I thought you were done.
Oh no, the Rio's pretty. It's a beautiful river.
Yeah, got a lot of traffic swimming back and forth across it.
Yeah,
too,
but
huh?
the people that's the bad part about it. The people that live on the river, it's like living on the beach in Florida. I mean, it's wide, it's beautiful, and they got nice homes and stuff. I'd be upset too.
Right.
Hey,
I
Mike.
just go.
Mike is
I
here.
told
Night Train.
somebody they just need to go
Night
around
Train,
town.
welcome.
Part of it.
Yeah.
Chris, we ought to go up to Arts and do some fishing for cutthroat. You got a lot of cutthroat trout up there.
Yep, we do.
That'll work. Never done it, but I'll try it.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are just going on. I went to Tampa yesterday and back today, and the traffic just driving from here to Tampa, it's 160 miles to my daughter's place, and it took me
Wow.
4
Oh,
hours.
snowbird.
Took me 4. No, not snowbirds. It's just a regular normal people, but they don't know how to drive. And then you get near Disney, of course, it always gets crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, I'm coming in from Orlando because it was cheaper to fly there than to Melbourne.
Well, it's an hour. It's an easy drive from the airport to where I am.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah, there'll be no traffic. Yeah, that's an easy drive.
Right.
That way, but
Right.
I got to go through Orlando to get to the other side to get to Tampa.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was nice. It was a gorgeous day, but it was very windy and really windy yesterday. So the
Yeah.
good news is I had some business to do over there, and I managed to do it and didn't miss any flying. So maybe tomorrow it'll be nice to be able to go
Oh,
fly.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, tomorrow I think it's supposed to snow. I don't know how much during the day. Maybe it'll be in the morning and they'll clear up in the afternoon, or it could be an all-day thing where we just get a light snowfall. They're expecting 2 to 4 inches of snow down here.
Really? We're
Yeah.
supposed to be up in the high 50s again tomorrow. It was that today.
Yeah, I was in the upper 50s today, and it's starting to cloud up right now. Well, it had been clouding up a bit this afternoon, but I went out outside a little bit in the early afternoon, and it was nice out there.
Yeah.
I was thinking about flying, and I'm like, dang, you wouldn't be able to see the mountains. It's clouded up, and I've done a bunch of videos of me flying here at my apartment. Who wants to see that again? So,
Chris, you got to be warming up down there, aren't you?
yeah.
Pretty soon?
Yep.
Down your way?
Do what, Ron?
I say you got to be warming up pretty soon, shouldn't you?
Yeah, we haven't had a winter, and we had colder weather in October and November than we did in December, January, or February.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been pretty mild here in Florida too, but it got cold. We had a cold front drop 30 degrees in one day.
Yep.
I worked in the natural gas
Hence the
business.
sweatshirt. Hence the sweatshirt.
Been slow, real
Really?
slow.
Well, last month here at Antero Reservoir, it got down to 44 below zero.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
there's Chris.
cold. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can imagine how thick the ice is over there. It's probably over a foot thick, probably a couple feet thick.
Probably like up in North Dakota where I work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, the strangest I ever saw was in California when I was at Fort Hunter Liggett. It's about an hour south of Monterey along the coast, and we used to get some unbelievable hot summers. But it was late summer. It was 118 at 4 in the afternoon.
Wow.
The next morning at 7 o'clock when we got off work, it was 38, and there was ice on our windshields.
Bro, that's
From 118 to 38. Yeah.
Oh,
That's a hell of a damn switch.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, hey, Chris, now you're coming up to Denver, correct?
Yes.
In August, okay. I was telling Art I'm trying to comprise a list, and then we're gonna try and get maybe like 1 or 2 hotels so we're all like pretty close to each other and can communicate and everything. So
yeah, I'm gonna drive up. Hopefully, I'm there by noon that Friday. And
okay.
Cool.
I said Jim is coming up on Wednesday to my place, and I figured him and I would hang out Wednesday and Thursday. We were thinking about going down Saturday morning, but maybe I'll head down Friday. We'll head down Friday. It's about 5 hours. I'd like to get down there. I'll have to talk to him and see what he wants to do.
Yeah, cool. No, I'm gonna leave Thursday and drive about probably 6 or 7 hours and stop and sleep and then drive the rest of it Friday morning.
Okay.
It's about 12, 14-hour drive according to Google Earth, I think, or maps or something.
Okay. Art's going to be there. It sounds like Sean Oz, maybe Ken Herron, Jim, Paul Davis,
Matt North.
Matt North is coming.
Man, you guys get around. Get
old Mitch come on.
Yeah, come on up.
That's
Mitch.
a long way from Florida.
Hey,
I'm
coming down to Florida.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell him, Art.
Yeah, get back, Art.
Mike wants to know if I got the strippers lined up at the.
Well, when we get up to Sturgis,
to Petey's show house.
Yeah. Well,
bring a big wad of dollar bills, guys.
Right.
Art's got you lined up.
Yeah. Well, when I got into my late 40s, early 50s, hey, Art, let's go over to the Diamond Cabaret. and see the girls, and I go, hey, when you're my age, it's like, oh, I've never seen those before,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
and I want to spend $6 on a Coke.
yeah. And you
Yeah.
go in there, and it's like that's somebody's daughter. You know, it's
Yeah.
like-
Well, that's true. That's for sure. Yeah.
Any of the West Coast guys coming?
I
I
think
think,
Steve Carpenter might be
yeah,
coming. I was hoping Rick, but I don't know. I'd like to try and get in touch and see how he's doing. Um, and Rodney is kind of on a 50-50. Don't know. Um, I'm trying to think who else. That's about it as far as I know.
oh, there's, oh, Mike Kelly. That's the Copper State Droner, I think is his name of
His
his
new name.
channel.
Yes. He's got everybody all confused with that one.
Yeah, he may be coming up.
Okay.
Yeah,
That'd
so
be cool.
we might get some Arizona people coming up here.
Oh,
Be nice
oh,
to catch the guys I hadn't met at Spin Up.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was cool, though. You know, like I said, a couple weeks ago when I was in Philly, when Rodney and
Yeah.
oh my God,
Poor-
and I think
poor
Dennis
Mike.
might be coming too.
Oh,
But Rodney, Dennis, and Paul, man, I just was so cool meeting those guys. And then we went over to met Mikey over in Philly. Oh, Jesus,
Yeah. Yeah.
that was a
Yeah.
hoot.
That was a very entertaining couple of live streams, guys.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Fun to
It
watch.
really was.
yeah,
He's on that diet, and I felt so well, a little bit. Those donuts that his girlfriend or wife got, oh God, dude, they were right out of the oven from that bakery shop right down the street. Oh,
Man, if I go back to Philly, the only thing I'm eating is soft pretzels and cheesesteaks. That's
there,
it.
there you go.
That's it. That's what I remember about Philly.
Yeah.
I grew up there. Soft pretzels.
yeah.
Did you
you
see
get
any
you
of
a-
the guys selling them out on the highway? The soft pretzels.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they stand right out in the middle of the highway, and they got like big pieces of plywood, and these things are stacked up, and they're baked in rows,
yeah.
and they break you off a row like a half a dozen of them. They're
Oh,
unbelievable.
Rick
Covered with car
says,
exhaust. They got car exhaust on them. They got everything, bird shit, everything out there.
yeah,
And they open,
that gives it
Oh.
that special Philly flavor.
it does. It does. It makes you wonder where the health department.
Yeah, Rick
But they've been
says,
doing it that way forever.
Well,
he
Rick,
say-
let us know.
yeah,
I hope that'd be great if we could, but we understand. Oh, I got to get out to California and visit him someday. I have some people in his area that I know, and I'd love to visit him someday.
That's one thing. That's one of the nice things about the drone community is that it's there's people all over the United States now. I wouldn't. It wouldn't bother me to go spend the night at their house.
Yeah,
So, sounds like Kelly is on Lake Dillon. He's doing a live stream right now saying on thin ice, so he must be out on Lake Dillon.
yeah,
Thin ice means cold water.
yeah. Well, Chris, if you ever have the urge to come to South Dakota, I'm only about another 4.5 hours or so above Art.
Well, I
come on
told
up.
you, my son got married at Sioux Falls,
Oh, okay, that's on the
So-
eastern side. Yeah.
so he's got family there. So you never know.
Hey,
There you go.
May go
Yeah.
back.
and yeah, I'm on the very western side in what they call the Black Hills. But yeah, maybe we could do a little turkey hunting, some fishing.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be
I can
fun.
do it. I've done forgot how many turkeys we killed when I was younger.
Really.
Me and my dad used to keep all their beers, and we had them tied up on a piece of wire out in his shop. And he passed away in '87, and I went out there to get them, and they just disintegrated. They'd been there so long.
Really? Do you have the Rios down your? What do you have
Rio.
down your way?
There's
Rios.
some Easterns now. They did turn some Easterns loose.
Okay.
What we was killing was Easterns. Rio's a little further south.
Right. We got mostly the Merriams here.
Oh, beautiful birds.
Oh yeah, they're big.
I
Yeah.
think I think Mike is streaming right now too.
Uh,
Man,
Oh,
Art, nobody has any respect for you.
Yeah, I
They
know.
just come right on every.
And don't forget Spike. Spike.
yeah,
got-
Spike.
Spike, so well, but Spike sent out in the email he sent today. He said that he's going to probably be changing his stream from Saturday night to one night during the week.
Oh.
How much you want to bet it's Thursday?
Yeah. Yep. Hey, let's
Yeah.
welcome Pang's 101 blogs.
First time.
Yeah,
Welcome, our Payne.
they are from the Philippines.
Oh,
I
okay.
met
There's old Jim.
that channel over at Mine's Blogs. That Shani Lee, she lives in Taiwan. She's a Filipina working as a caregiver up there. Oh,
You
and
have a very international show going on here.
Jim from
Very international.
on drones. There ought to be an intro for that channel. Above and beyond drones.
Yeah, Art, speaking of
really,
intros, the least you could do is bring me in with a little music. You know what I mean?
Well,
Or a round of applause or something,
Turn out the lights. Party.
Yeah. I mean, I always bring Art. I always give Art an incredibly dramatic entry,
You do.
well, I don't have the extensive audio setup that
Well,
you
let's
have.
let's get on it, Art.
Okay.
Okay.
You
All right.
started a GoFundMe for me.
Oh, here we go.
You got to be quick here, Mitch. Art's on the ball.
I
man.
should have seen that coming. I'm tired. I didn't sleep much last night. I don't. When you get, I don't know if it's just because I'm getting old, but and settled. As you older you get, the more settled into your routines you get. But when I'm not at home in my own bed, I don't sleep. It's if I travel or anything, I just never sleep well anymore. And I used to be out all the time. I used to travel a lot, and I was never had
Same
a
here.
problem. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. I'm out, Art.
All right. Take care, Chris.
All right,
care,
Chris.
Chris.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Y'all take care.
All right,
Yeah,
Chris,
you
take
too.
care.
You
Have
too.
a
Take care.
good night.
Hope you can see it. Hope you can see in the dark because it was really starting to look pretty dark.
Yeah.
There.
Uh-huh.
Bob Casey agrees with me about not being able to sleep, but no, I had to go photograph Tai Chi today
Oh, okay.
over there in Tampa. Yeah, so I had to, no drone stuff, just this time on the ground. But
You know what's
stuff
really
for their
big
website.
in the Philippines? Zumba.
Oh, really?
I see a lot of videos from the Philippines of ladies doing Zumba.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's all. They tried to get me in to do it with them. They had like 75 of them over there today. This is their like international headquarters over in Dunedin, and I said no, thank you. gotta get my camera ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You're not built for Zumba anymore.
I'm not in bad shape for an old guy. I walk between 3 and 5 miles almost every morning. I walk until the cigar is done.
Yeah.
And people think that that's kind of counterproductive, and I get a lot of people who say to me, how can you're a hypocrite? How can you be walking for your health while you're smoking a cigar at the same time? And my answer is, well, it's really easy. I can walk and chew gum at the same time too.
yeah.
You just puff and walk.
Yeah,
And,
you just don't inhale.
Yeah, yeah. And they say, well, how long do you usually walk? And I hold up the cigar and I say, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches, however long it takes to burn down.
Yeah.
If it's a windy day, I have a shorter walk. If it's a nice calm day, I have a longer walk. You know.
Yeah, the other day I slipped on the hangar floor at work. The floor was wet, and I went and did a split. Well, needless to say, my days of being a figure skater are over.
Oh,
yeah.
ouch.
They weren't that good to begin with, and they certainly are not good now. Oh, that hurt.
You know, you're lucky. You're lucky you don't break your wrist sometimes if you fall, because you end up putting your hand. I did that. I got a really nice scar right here where I fell off. I actually had a ladder fall off from under me, and I hit the ground, and I put my hand out this way, you know, to brace. And damn, if I didn't shatter my friggin' wrist.
They call it boxer's fracture. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I'm an airport guy now. I mean, I got all kinds of metal pins and plates in that wrist. Yeah. So be interesting to see what happens when I have to go through the airport.
I used to do a comedy bit about body piercing, and I'd say, these kids these days, they're a bunch of wimps. Talk about body piercing. When I was 13, I had rods that went right through my leg, and I was in traction for 3 months. Now that's a body piercing. You guys, that's nothing.
Jeez.
Ray Kelly says, "Hey guys, there's a Palm Beach drone expo. Anybody hear about that?
No.
21.
Next year, 2021. Jim knows about it. He said Jim's going to be a presenter. He's saying that I'll be a presenter there. I don't. Me, you and me, Art. No, he's joking. He's joking. But he also said that he's going to try to figure out how to join us. Well, Ray, it's real easy. You get a webcam.
Yep.
You plug it into your USB port, aim it at your face, and click the link in the email. And I got you on my email list. Okay. And Ray, tomorrow night, I have my 8 o'clock workshop, FPV workshop, and please come in and join us. And that's how we get to meet guys. That's how you get to put faces with the names and
I see
part of the crew.
Mel is in the chat. Mel, I sent you a link. If you want to come on, maybe you could help me out here, figure out how to live stream with this little bad boy.
And Michael Timeless Truths is in here and just in time to go out for a smoke. So.
And earlier I was showing off some of my polished stones. Here's some
got rocks. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, my Brazilian agate and my pudding stones. These are rocks from Michigan.
Now, are they polished already, or?
These are polished. I just finished them today. Not too hip on the pudding stones. I might. I just found some more stones that I forgot were in a bunch of other stones. And I go, where did those guys come from? So next time I do another batch, maybe on the third grit, I'll throw these guys back in and see if I can get them polished up a bit. One thing about these pudding stones are they're kind of pitted, and I think if I let them run a little more, maybe I get it polished out more, because the redstone, that is jasper, and that polishes out really nice.
You get them from the river bottoms in Colorado, Art?
No, these are from Michigan.
Oh, really?
One of my classmates, she heard that I have a rock tumbler.
Oh, okay.
And she sent me a package full of pudding stones and Petoskey stones.
Mm-hmm.
And Petoskey rocks are petrified coral.
Oh.
And they're usually found on Lake Michigan, like in the the northern side of Lake Michigan from about Traverse City on up to the Mackinac Strait. And there's a town called Petoskey, Michigan. And you find them on the beach there. You just walk around and you'll see them right there. And they're not hard to miss. But I want to get some agates. And you can find those in Lake Michigan, but you really find them in Lake Superior.
Huh.
You remember Wedge, Doug? He lives up in Duluth, Minnesota, and I'm trying to get him to send me some. And Indigo Rhino, hey,
Tomas is here too. Say hi to Tomas.
Tomas O'Sullivan.
Yeah. Indigo, did you get your toffee yet? I'd like to know how if anybody got their toffee yet. Because I gave Rick the addresses of all the winners, and hopefully they got their toffee by now.
You'll have to save some of that toffee when we come down, Art.
Well, you know what? Better yet, I'll take it to the store.
Oh, okay.
They have two stores here in the Denver area, and their factory is in Grand Junction.
Okay.
And then there's Wandy Wetzler Westland.
That's easy for you to say, man.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to pop out.
All right, Ron. Thanks for coming in. Get up there on your bunk bed there and take a rest.
That's going to happen.
Good to see you, Ron.
Yeah, good to see you guys. And
yeah.
Hey, guys, let's keep Rodney in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
And
Will do.
Well, maybe he'll live stream like Rick Albert did.
Oh, he might.
He live stream right there, right from the hospital bed. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, he very well might, but yeah. So we'll be thinking about him on Monday, and yeah, hope everything goes well.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, guys, have a nice evening, and
right.
we will catch up with you soon. Thanks for having me, Art.
You're welcome.
Good night, Mitch. Bye-bye.
You've been had, Ron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye now.
See you. Hey, you're supposed to be the comedian, not me.
I was just going to say that. You beat me to it.
Well, you had a nice little crowd here tonight, Art.
Yeah.
17, 18, 20 people most of the time. So, congrats. Good deal. You get all that watch time.
Get that. Yeah. Ooh, we got up to 20.
Yeah, I saw that at one time. You had 20. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 17 thumbs up. Great. Cool.
And if you get yourself a dancing monkey, you might get a couple more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that Mike B says, I had the monkey on the other side and it was kind of hidden behind the microphone. So he says, where's the monkey? Nobody cares about me. Oh, they come for the monkey. Maybe I'd get more views like this. What do you think?
Wow, spitting image of you.
I'm telling you, runs in the family. He's got more hair than I do, though.
Oh, speaking of the monkeys, the last couple of days, some of my friends are posting, Peter Tort just passed away. I'm like going, hey, that's old news. That happened about a year ago.
Oh, from the monkeys.
Yeah.
Well, what I noticed today? There's a lot of people rebroadcast the news shows, Fox News especially.
Right.
Sean Hannity and Judge Janine, and there's a bunch of people now that are putting today's, the stream, their upload says like 2 hours old.
Right.
But it's a 2-month-old news show. So you see this thing and it says today's date on it. You click on it and you start watching it and you say to yourself, wait a minute. This stuff happened 2 months ago.
Yeah. Hey, I want to say hi to Shani, my my friend from Taiwan, is in the chat. Mine's vlog.
Man, I'll tell you, Art, we're going to have a hard time keeping up with Ray Kelly. I mean, he's living the life down. I went to a Mets game and then a car show. The other night he went to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
Nice.
And you notice I actually pronounced that correctly, unlike 99% of people who call it Ruth Chris's Steakhouse.
Yeah.
But it's not Ruth Chris's Steakhouse. It's
No, it's
Ruth's Chris
Chris.
Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. It's a Chris Steakhouse that belongs to Ruth.
Mhm.
You know, you go to Ruth's Chris, and don't plan on doing anything like the next day because you can't hardly move. They
Yeah.
give you so much food in those places.
Mhm. Yep. Where was I going to go? Yeah, talk about that. Talk about Tello.
Ray says 19 years, huh? Wow. Yeah, it's a special occasion place. You know,
Yeah.
you know, you got to drop 10, 15 grand every time you go in there. I mean, you know, you want a side of mushrooms, it's $135. It's a very
Wow.
expensive place.
Yeah.
And a wine cellar, you know.
Well, we have one
Crazy.
here in Denver.
They're all over the place.
Yeah. Mhm.
We
Yeah,
used to
that-
have back in before this country lost its mind and you could smoke cigars in
Yeah.
a restaurant. You know, there was a couple of really great steakhouses in Orlando that actually were built for cigar smokers, and we used to go in there and at 4 hours you'd sit there between the appetizer and then you'd have the dinner, and then they'd bring the
Right.
dessert, and then they'd bring the brandy or the port wine and sit around and smoke cigars for an hour and a half in there. Those days are gone. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, Art, it's after 8 o'clock, man.
Boy, I'm past your bedtime, huh?
Well, today it is. I think I got about 2 hours last night.
Oh boy, I hate
yeah,
that.
I'm tired, and
Yeah.
that driving didn't help. But
Yeah.
but
Well,
we're,
Back in my stand-up days, boy, I was doing a lot of driving. I did that straight for about 5, 6 years, and I go, and I started thinking, you know what? I need to get something like health insurance. How about a steady income? And here I am. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in my 30s, and yeah.
I'm laughing at Ray.
college.
I'm laughing at Ray Kelly. He says, "Don't laugh. It was a retirement seminar at the Roots, Chris." Man,
Yeah.
that is a high class retirement seminar. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get invited to those retirement
Flagship
seminars that they have them at the Waffle House. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, they just built a brand new. They built a brand new Waffle House around
Wow.
the corner from me. And it
Yeah.
looks just like the 50-year-old Waffle Houses. You
Yep.
know, I mean, it looks like it's been there forever. And,
And their breakfast. Well, their food is good. I love the eggs and hash browns. Oh, so yeah,
oh yeah, but I mean, it's
pancake.
they don't have a lot of them around here, and boom, all of a sudden, one day nothing, empty field. Next day, Waffle House. I haven't tried it yet. It's every time I drive by there though. The
You
parking
might
lot
get
is
some
full.
grits there.
What are grits?
Yeah.
Y'all want grits? Oh, potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, my phone just keeps going off, man. One live. Who's up? Who's on now?
Who's on second?
Ready, set, drone on thin ice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Drone
That's,
bum, a sunrise reminder. Wow. Tough crowd, Art.
thank you very much, Mike B. Yeah, he says, with this watch time, open an extra tab on your browser, click Art's page, click on play all and mute the audio, let it play. Yeah, that's right. If I get about, yeah, especially if you go to the live streams, which are usually an hour, hour and a half, play those. Boy, I could really build up some watch time there. And I've got, well, this is number 57. If I had about 100 of you guys do that, I'd have 4,000 hours in no time.
If a frog had wings,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd be happy if 10 or 20 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that'd get me there, because I think I hit 1,000 back in October. So
Yeah, and I mean, if you get to 4,000 hours of watch time, you got the 1,000 subs.
yep,
You'll qualify, Art,
yep.
to join the ranks of those of us
Mm.
that are
Well,
making that are. Let me finish. Let me finish with
Okay.
this. You'll qualify to join those of us who are now earning as much as 13 cents a day in ad revenue. Really? Sometimes 15 cents.
Yeah.
Sometimes 7 cents. It's staggering.
Well,
Now, what were you going to say? I'm sorry.
Mine's Cloud, she just became a YouTube member now. She just hit 4,000 hours, or she
Oh,
did a
congratulations.
little while ago, and now she's part of the community. So
Yes, those of us that are raking it in. Because you need a rake to get, pick up the pennies.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. But
Rick Halber says, "Will I be your friend?" Yeah. When you got money coming in, everybody wants to be your friend. Have you ever noticed that?
yeah.
Yeah. I should have kept that to myself, that I'm making 10 to 15 cents a day, because next thing you know, everybody's going to want to be my friend again. Like when I had my boat. When I had my boat, my airplane, everybody was my friend. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's like all these multi-million-dollar athletes. All of a sudden, they've got entourage, and
Entourage.
their career
Oh,
is
hell
over,
yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
broke. Gee, I wonder where that money went.
Yeah, I can attest to the fact that the fair weather friend
Yeah,
is a real thing, is a real thing. And when they used to come and I'd have a party on my boat, and we'd be 20 or 30 of us out there on this boat, and they'd be eating my food, drinking my booze,
yeah.
and I'm doing all the work. I'm driving, the boat, and then everybody, thanks me, and they disappear, and I'm left with a dirty boat that I got to spend the next 6 hours cleaning up. So,
Well,
yeah.
here's how you did it wrong, Mitch. What you should have done is, when you had your boat parked right there at the dock, and your friends are coming down that gangway down the dock, you have like a little podium, and it said, "Oh, $5 entrance fee,
Yeah.
or
Nah,
$20."
you
Or
can't. Unfortunately, you can't. You can't do that. Unfortunately, because. But they do bring. They bring food and snacks and
Oh,
beer
well,
and stuff.
there
So,
you go.
yeah, and leave all the bottles and the
They're
crumbs.
they're yeah, they're not
Yeah.
all leeches. They're bringing something, you know.
No, they were nice people, but owning the boat, it's better to know somebody with a boat
Yeah,
than to own a boat. Ray Kelly will probably tell you. He'll probably
yeah.
agree with that. He's a boat captain. So
Mhm.
so somebody else's boat is always better.
Yep. Well,
Here.
that's like my friend Rick that took me ice fishing. He takes me out once a year on his little bass boat when we go walleye and trout fishing. Greg Pittman, welcome to the show. Cool, cool, cool.
I used to take my employees out on the boat. That was something that I did for them. Here's a picture. Here's a picture of Captain Mitch.
Huh.
That's me sitting up there driving the boat. Every,
Okay.
everybody else is just riding, having a good old time. Yeah, those are the days. Good old
Hey, let's
days.
go out in the Gulf Stream and catch some big fish.
Hello, Greg Pittman.
Yeah.
I miss my boats though. My friend with a boat sold his last year. Yeah, I miss it, but I don't miss what I spent on it, Ray. They
Now
are
it's just kayak.
yeah. Um, yeah, I did. I had a kayak for a little while when I was living on the river here, but on the intercoastal. But then when I moved away from the water, I sold the kayak too. What kind was it, Ray? It was a 53-foot Hatteras, Ray.
Oh,
Yacht fish had a cockpit. 53-foot yacht fish.
that's what happens when we go fishing in Hawaii. It takes 68 hours cleaning the boat.
Oh,
And there's
and then
rods and reels.
cleaning
Yeah.
the fish. You got to clean the fish too.
Yeah. Hmm.
Well, Art, I'm going to pack it in, buddy.
All right. Well, thank you
I gotta do this tomorrow night. And I gotta save
yeah,
something.
well, you get a bunch of hours in sleeping there, mister.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta get that beauty sleep for tomorrow.
Oh, hell yeah, yeah. I think what I'm gonna do tomorrow night. I think I'm actually gonna do some workshop work.
There.
I've got that second Tyro 129, that 7-inch
Okay.
quad, that's Betaflight now, and I want to convert it to iNav. And I think, well, I'll bring a paddle in and we'll see where it goes. But
There we go.
I think tomorrow night we'll be doing some screwing and some soldering and some Betaflight. I mean,
Really? Man, I'm
iNav flashing
talking about
and all kinds of really
cougars and
exciting stuff. Yep, all kinds of really exciting stuff. 8 o'clock. So I'll see you there.
okay. Cool.
All
Great.
right. Thanks for having me, Art.
You're
Always a
welcome.
pleasure.
And you
And
have a good evening and get that 7 or 8 hours of sleep there and you'll feel better tomorrow. No
all right,
coffee
my
for
friend.
you tonight. No
No, I
alcohol.
don't ever drink. I'm not like Mikey. I don't drink coffee at night. If I did, I'd be like Mikey.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Good night. Rick Halber, Ray Kelly. Who else is there? Greg Pittman, Mike B, and the rest of you. See you tomorrow. Take care.
All right. Well, hey, that was great that Mitch came along and hopefully in a few minutes maybe Mel will show up. I don't know. That'd be cool. Have him on for a few minutes and figure out what I'm doing wrong. Why I can't live stream with this Wi-Fi cam. Now I was able to do it with the Mavic Air. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute, that's Wi-Fi. I believe that's how that drone works. So yeah, so if I can figure that out, hopefully soon I'll be able to live stream. Hey, it'd be cool if I could live stream doing a fishing show. So be awesome if I could do this when I'm down there in Florida with Mitch. I'll do some fishing. And also, once I hit 2,000 2,000 4K watch hours, I'm going to be giving this away. I'm going to do a video probably tomorrow and talk about the giveaways. Say, hey, sadly, I'm going to have to only do it for people here in the States. because it'll be a pain in the butt to try to send to Canada or or overseas, because you gotta go through all that. I will be in Florida from March 14th through the 20th. That's when I will be there. So, Ray Kelly, if you want to come up and do some drone flying, we're trying to get a group of people to come up to the Melbourne area and do a little flying. If you want to do some fishing, that'd be great too, because there's a whole ton of places to fish around the Melbourne area. Probably what I'll do is go down there on the Indian River. There's did you do custom? Oh, no, with Mobizen, you don't have to do all that stuff, but maybe I might have to do that now. So, so I'll work on that. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go fishing on the Indian River. There's a couple parts there where I could park my rental car and go fishing out in the river there. Get some frozen shrimp and maybe catch some bait fish to do some live fishing. If I catch some pinfish, oh, cool. I would love it if I could catch what is it? Sea trout. Yeah. And then there's redfish. Redfish. If I could do some catch some redfish. I've eaten redfish and loved it. There's a restaurant up in Fort Collins where I had blackened redfish, and I'm like, oh boy, you better have a pitcher of water right there. But boy, was that tasty. And then there's also some other fish there's all kinds of grunts, and you could catch what is it? Oh, pufferfish. Pufferfish. What I'm trying to do is I want to expand my species list. Okay, March 19th. Okay, party boat. Mitch's son has a boat, so who knows? We might be able to. Yeah, you're right, Jim. I would not eat any of the fish out of the Indian River. I just want to catch and release. Yeah. Then there's the canals. I catch some snook. What other fish? Oh, there's all kinds of fish to catch. And then if I get the fresh water, I catch gar, peacock bass, tilapia, and all different kinds of cichlids. And maybe I'll catch a pleco or, and there's even a walking catfish down there. Walking catfish. There's all kinds of catfish down there. I think. Do they have channel? I think they have channel cats down there, and largemouth bass, bluegills. They got big bluegills down there. Surf fishing. The thing is, I don't have a setup for surf fishing. You need a pretty big rod for that. I tried that in Aruba. I brought my fishing gear. No, where was? Yeah, it was in Aruba. No, it was down the Bahamas, and I was on the ocean side, just outside the hotel where I was staying, and I was surf fishing, and I caught one of those blue crabs. I mean, he was about that big. Yeah, you got to be careful with any kind of catfish, and I know how to handle catfish. I caught catfish ever since I was in my early teens, catching bullheads and channel catfish. And there's a way you hold them, where what you do is you slide your hand up the belly, and that pulls those pectoral fins out, and they can't get you. And you always have the dorsal fin away from you. Oh, saltwater fishing license. Well, that's good to know. Jim, uh, Hightower, thanks for dropping in. Saltwater fishing license. Oh, good. Greg, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, so yeah, I'll have to look into a saltwater fishing license, and I'll probably have to look into a freshwater fishing. Okay, marina. Oh, cool. Okay, and from what Mitch tells me, there are canals like right near where he lives. I could probably just walk on down there and with some night crawlers and maybe catch what's ever out there. Hey, Gerald Farms, welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, uh, I caught my first pickerel in Florida back in the early '90s. I was doing a show in Orlando, Florida, and I had a guide take me out. And this guy was a paraplegic, and he's got a guide service. And watch him get the boat out, and yeah, I caught a pickerel about 21 inches long, and boy, they're good fighting fish. I caught some pretty good sized bass, around 16 to 18 inches long. Yeah, get mine online. Okay. Oh, yes. And again, thank you, Gerald Farms, for mentioning I am going back on stage April 18th at the 3070 Bar and Grill. I think that's still in Westminster. And it's a comedy competition. I got a message from one of my friends that's still in the comedy business, and he said, "Hey, Art, I got this comedy contest going." And I said, "Well, I haven't been doing it for you know what, Patrick Bunn. Patrick hasn't been doing it for quite a while either. He won last year, so I could probably throw out a few good jokes. I'll just have to write down a list and say, okay, do that joke then. And I'll definitely videotape it. Videotape it? We don't use videotaping. Oh, shark migration. Ooh, that would be cool. On the beach here. Oh, that would be awesome. Mm-hmm. What kind of shark are those? Like bull sharks or blackfin or I that'd be kind of cool to catch a shark, and I could put that on my species list. If you ever get a chance, if you like fishing, check out Extreme Philly Fishing. Leo Shing, he goes down to Florida. Oh yeah, black tip and spinners. Oh, cool. Uh, yeah, he goes down to Florida quite a bit, and I think late last year he was down there with his parents down in Miami, and his dad caught a sawfish. And if you don't know what a sawfish, it's part of the shark family, and it's got a snout that has a bunch of teeth on it that stick out, and it looks like a saw blade. And those fish are protected. So Leo was able to land the fish for his dad, and he never got the fish out of the water. He was able to, get unhooked and released it with no problem. So that was really cool to see that. Uh, how about rays down there? That'd be kind of cool to catch a little skate or a ray. Uh, those kind of make me a little nervous because you gotta watch that tail because they got that stinger on. I will be in Florida March 14th through the 20th. Yeah, I'll be back home by March 28th. Yeah. So yeah, that'd be cool. I haven't been to Florida. God, when was the last time I was in Florida? Probably 93, 92, 93. Oh, black tip H. Oh, okay. I'll have to. Ooh, giant groupers, hammerheads. Oh, cool. Uh-huh. With Greg Norman. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out. Yep. There's a whole bunch of fishing channels out there, saltwater and freshwater. Uh, I kind of have a niche. I kind of narrow it down to my channel is mostly carp and catfish. And oh yeah, Mel, if you want to come on, I sent you the link, and maybe you could kind of walk me through how to get this to where I could live stream with this. So I will check up here. Ken Heron just uploaded a video. Ed Myers just, oh, okay, cool. Edward Myers, I imagine Edward is probably Love My Drones. Is that Mel 400? Can't right now. Oh, okay. I understand, Mel. I'm probably going to only stay on for just a few minutes longer, and then I'm going to shut this down. And I'm getting a little hungry, so I'm about ready to make some dinner. What else? So yeah. So we talked about a little bit about drones, video, rocks, and don't forget, I got Ken here. All right, Jim, thanks for stopping in. You have a great evening. I will catch you guys over at Mel's show tomorrow night. I'll be over there watching. And who else? Oh, and Mitch's show. on after that. Okay, I kind of thought that was you, Ed. Also, I have a political channel. If you are interested in that, that's called Arts Place, and I believe Ed is a subscriber there, and I'm trying to grow that channel. Tomorrow's show, we're going to be. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Ray. What I'm going to talk about is there. There's a channel that I follow. It's called the Great War, and then they also have another channel. It's a spinoff called In Between Two Wars, and they were talking. They had an episode where they said that Adolf Hitler, he wasn't a socialist. He was a capitalist. And I'm like, oh boy. And I watched that and I go, you know what? I get debunked just about everything they said there, because everything they mentioned is totally socialist. So go over to that channel, go over to my channel, Arts Place tomorrow. My assignment for Lloyd is to watch that video and we'll deconstruct that. And also, I've been seeing lately on Facebook that this thing about, oh, Donald Trump is going to cut disability payments and blah, blah, blah. And I have to jump in and say, no, there are not going to be any cuts. So go over to Arts Place tomorrow. We're going to talk about that. All right, Michael Blade, thanks for stopping by. Yes, live PD at 9 p.m. So if you want to hear something about that, we might touch on some of the other stuff too. Oh, the Nevada caucus was there, and who won that? Bernie Sanders. So we'll talk about that and a whole bunch of other political stuff. And if you like Ray Kelly, you like fishing, go to my fishing channel. I think you have subscribed to that. That's funny, Steve. Michael Bloomberg says, I'm not happy. Trump says, which one is? So, also, we'll talk about the debate the other night. Oh boy, that'll be funny. And Greg Gutfeld had a really good point about the debate. Yeah, my fishing channel is Arts Place Fishing Channel. So if you like that, go to that. I'm getting a lot of hits on that channel. I've been checking out the views on the videos. I'm like, oh, wow, I'm getting a lot of views on a few of those videos. So hopefully after Florida, that my viewership will start will go up and my subscriber count will start going up. That channel is actually growing pretty well. Right now, I'm at 283 on that channel. And on Arts Place, I'm at 134. Yes, that's right. Fishing and outdoor stuff does do really well. So, and that's why I have 3 channels. So if I end up getting monetized in all 3 of those, I'll have different streams of income coming in on that. And it's a lot of work. And also, next month is caucus here in Colorado. I'm going to try and get. I want to be an alternate at the state assembly, because that's where the big guys are. And then I get go meet our Senator Cory Gardner and say, hey Cory, I want to get you on my show, and get him on my show. And what else? Oh, I'm going to try and get Congressman Ken Buck on the show. As a matter of fact, he is our state GOP chairman right now. So get him on, and let's build that channel up. I just saw a friend of mine, Jimmy Sengenberger. He has a show on KNUS, and tomorrow he's got Laura Trump on his show. And I'm like, oh, good on you, Jimmy. His show is doing really good. And I've known Jimmy for a little over 10 years. And when he was a student in college, and he had a radio show in college. And then after he graduated college, and when he landed that gig at KNUS, that was great. And then he had a daily show on another AM channel. It was called Breakfast with Jimmy, or Business Breakfast. That's right. So, all right, everybody. I just want to thank you all for coming to my show today, and we will catch you next time. Everybody have a great evening, and take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks, Steve.